What's up, everybody? It's Johnny and I'm back. It has been too long. My last video was a few weeks ago. In that video, I told you not to expect any real stimulus news for a while. Unfortunately, I was right. Weeks went by, the election went by, and still no news. Well, I am happy to say that I am back, and it's for good reason. This channel isn't going to give you stimulus updates without actual news. I am truly happy to say that it appears a second stimulus check is finally coming. Last night, it has been reported that Congress finally came to an agreement. We now wait for it to be signed into law. As always, to keep this video clear, concise, and easy to follow, I'm breaking it down into 3 parts. In part 1, I'm going to give you the basics. Who qualifies for the second stimulus check? How much is it? And when can you expect the money to be deposited into your account? After the basics, in part 2 of the video, I'm going to address some common questions related to the stimulus check. And at the end of today's video, in part 3, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get ready for the fast approaching upcoming 2021 tax filing season. Just in case you forgot, I am a CPA. New Year's is right around the corner, and although we're all very happy to be leaving the year 2020, with a new year comes another year of filing your taxes. And this year's tax returns may be a little more complicated than past tax returns. Before we dive into all of this, I want to take a second to say thank you to every single person that has subscribed, as this channel has been growing very fast. I appreciate you, I thank you, and again, thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. Alright, we're now entering into part 1. Let's get into the basics of the second stimulus check. Let's answer the following: who, how much, and when. Let's start with the who. Who qualifies for the check? This is where your tax return comes into play. Please check out line 8B of your 2019 Form 1040. Your 1040 is also known as your personal tax return. On line 8B, you will find something called your adjusted gross income. This is the number that you need to know. Here's a list of the important numbers. For single taxpayers, $75,000. For joint taxpayers, $150,000. And for heads of household, $112,500. If your income is below those numbers, you will qualify for the full amount of the check. However, if your income exceeds those numbers, your amount will be phased out. Okay, so now we know the who, let's go to the how much. $600. $600 is what's circulating the internet and what everyone's talking about, but there's more to that. Okay, it is possible that your check may be significantly higher than $600 or significantly lower. Here's why. The check is $600 per person, $1,200 for joint filers, with an additional $600 per qualifying child. Depending on your income level, your filing status, and the number of qualifying children you have, your check can be significantly higher than $600 or significantly lower. Also, it's important to note the definition of a qualifying child for the stimulus check will be the same definition that is used for the child tax credit. This appears to be a change from the first stimulus check. Alright, so let's quickly recap where we're at in the video. So at this point, we now know who qualifies and how much to expect. The next and the biggest question is when. When can you actually expect to receive the money? This bill is expected to be signed into law very soon. Assuming this bill becomes a law within the next couple of days, the money can potentially show up really quickly, hopefully before the end of 2020 and in the early weeks of 2021. Alright guys, part 1 of the video is now complete. We have reviewed the basics. Let's move into part 2. Let's take a look at some common questions. First, what if I didn't file a 2019 tax return? Well, if you didn't and you received benefits from the Social Security Administration, Railroad Retirement Board, and the Department of Veterans Affairs, you should automatically receive payments based on the information they already have. For others, I'm assuming a portal will be available as they did with the first stimulus check, but let's stay tuned for additional updates. Next, how will I get my check? Well, hopefully the check will be delivered through direct deposit. Bank and mailing information should be obtained from the last and most recent filed tax return. The payment may also come through the form of a Direct Express debit card, US debit card, or some other Treasury-sponsored account. Next, will I still get my stimulus check if I owe taxes or the government owes me a refund? Whether you owe tax or are due a refund, it should not impact whether or not you get a stimulus check. Finally, will the stimulus check be taxable income? No, the stimulus check is not supposed to be taxable income. Alright guys, that about sums it up for the second stimulus check. As more information becomes available, I will be back with other updates. Remember, information can change at any point in time. We are now entering into part 3 of the video. In the last part of this video, I want to focus on taxes. As we approach the new year, it is important to start getting ready for filing your taxes. My biggest tip is to start making a list of all of your income sources and make sure you receive the related tax forms in January of 2021 for those income sources. So what exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about W-2 forms from all the places that you worked as an employee and 1099 forms from all the places you worked as an independent contractor. You want to make sure that you do not miss any income when you file your taxes. If you were paid as an independent contractor and expect to receive a Form 1099, make sure that you have records and details for any expenses that you had related to that income. Also, remember, if you received unemployment income, that income is taxable. Please check with your accountant to make sure that you are filing your unemployment income properly and to see how that income may impact your tax results. Just so you all know, I will be posting more tax tips and other money-related videos in the short term. So make sure that you click that subscribe button so you do not miss out. I will be back with more updates as they become available. As always, stay healthy, stay sane, and I cannot wait to see you all soon.